failing, most people are failing, they want to create the whole outline of what they want to say before they even present that they're going to teach it to the world. They do it all, take them months, whatever. But see, when I do it this way, and then I set a date on it, I got to get it together. I got to put everything aside, put it and get it and teach it. Now, here's the thing. I already have 85% of the information because I've been practicing it through other people, helping people with the child support. When I did this seminar, I probably helped over 100 people successfully with child support all over throughout the country. And if you get that webinar, you'll see me talking about using your religious freedoms in there. Now I'm a lot more emphasis on religious protections. See, if I know myself, this is what you have to do. You have to know who you are, how you operate, and work with that. And say, well, if I'm a person who doesn't hold myself accountable, then I know I'm not going to do this. So you got to do things where you know you'll feel uncomfortable if you don't do it. See, I make myself uncomfortable that I got to get this done. Now I'm getting paid to be uncomfortable. That gym right there I just gave you is probably one of the biggest reasons why I'm so successful at what I do. That right there, that one technique I gave you is it. Too many people think too much. They think, man, I gotta have this. I think about what people gonna say, how they gonna react, blah, blah, blah. People gonna say and react how they going to react. You can't control that. You just gotta keep your mind focused on what you're trying to do. Stop getting focused on what people think. Stop caring so much about that. Am I saying be rude and hurt people's feelings? No, I'm talking about in the context of you creating your business and getting off the ground. People may reject it a lot right at first. There was a lot of ideas out there that was rejected a lot. The idea of selling water in a bottle that you can get out the tap free was rejected at first. The idea that we could fly somewhere on a plane in the air was rejected at first. Shoot, I always use these guys. Michael Jordan was rejected at first. Now he's a household name for whenever, who knows? Still selling Michael Jordan sneakers and he hasn't played in years. But he was rejected at first. So you must be rejected first before you get accepted. That's just part of the process. Listen, I know you guys are wanting to do big things, but in order to do big things, you must meet big challenges. See, you have to understand that. If you're not being challenged, if you're not meeting big challenges, then you're not doing big things. And one of the biggest challenges is your drive to be successful and be consistent and turn off the TV, turn off social media, and focus on your goals. Focus on your wealth, your prosperity. Peace, peace. What's up, everybody? What's going on? Hope y'all can hear me. Straighten out here. Man, it's been one of those days. Busy. How y'all doing? Look at my chat. All right. Okay, before I get into it, we got a webinar coming up this Saturday. Let me see if I can find the right clip for you guys. Right, I think this is it. Yeah, the discharge webinar is September the 30th at 11 a.m. Eastern time to when we finish. It's gonna be a minute because it's a lot to teach. So come ready. All right. So we're gonna be teaching on student loan discharge, car loan discharge, mortgage discharge, the 1099 A and C's, and also we're going to be teaching on correcting your status through your passport. That is going to be part of that. I didn't put that on the flyer, but I should have did that. But I know right now some things are tough for people and they want to know how to get rid of them bills. So that's what I made a priority in showing that. So I will see you there on Saturday. Yes, the people are getting it. You know, I'm only limiting it to a certain amount of spots, so about half those spots are gone. And I know how people do. They like to get stuff at the last minute. So the link will be off the site come Monday morning, probably around 7 a.m. so I could get the list together and get people ready. All right. So who's out there? We got Big Man Master Abel Noble out there. Says peace, love, and light. Corinne, happy Wednesday, she says. Thank you. Shalom in la vida. Shalom. And Discipleship Ministry, South Carolina says peace, brother. Peace back to you. Also, we also have, is this the right one? Yes, that one too. We have the discharge seminar that's coming up in October the 21st in Atlanta. All of the details is there. The hotel there, where it's going to be at, my old stomping grounds. That's where it's going to be. So if you want to get more in-depth teaching in person, here it is, discharge seminar. All right. So what's the topic of today? The topic is, who are your friends? I know some of y'all thinking I might be talking about people being your friends and all of that stuff. I am talking about that, but I'm also talking about what is it that you do consistently every day, something that you're a friend to, a habit, things that you do that could be determining your success or your failure. I was watching a clip of a video of Robert Kiyosaki on his channel. I like to watch his channel because he says some things. He says some things that I agree with, and before I heard him say it, I was saying it too. He's like, you can't learn anything from school but how to be poor. Right. Who's teaching you at school? Someone who works at a school and they're a teacher. No knock to teachers. I mean, that's cool, but they have jobs. So the best they can teach you is how to be an employee. That's their thing. That's what they're an expert on. Teaching you how to work, save your money, so that you can be a part of the 9-to-5 crew. So that you can be a part of people who save money for retirements and stuff like that. If you're not used to my channel, if you're new to the channel, you might sound crazy to you. Well, everybody's telling me I need to save up on my 401k and get my pension. Let me tell y'all something about 401 and 401ks. You know, there's no that money's gone, right? It's gone. Yeah, I know. You look at your bank account and it shows some numbers in there. That money is already gone. They got it. They done invested it. They done lost it. Where do you think they're getting the money to give Ukraine? Yeah, they're printing the money, but they ain't printing it that fast. They're giving all of these billions of dollars to other countries, and here we are looking around. There's people sleeping on the street right outside your door, basically. Where do y'all think they're getting the money from? Yeah, you can go withdraw your money now. You can go get some of that money out. Yeah, they'll let you take some out. But let too many of y'all go in there and take. Let too many of you take money out at one time and see what happened to the bank. It happened in this country not too long ago. by way of that whole to show you how the system treat working folks when that situation happened with GameStop and Reddit said something and made the stock go up, and everybody, all the regular folk couldn't get their money out of there. Why? Because too many people were trying to withdraw. That was a preview of what is going to happen in this country. I don't know when, but it's going to happen. One day you're not going to be able to get that money out. You know, they say, I got so much money here, they're not going to let you get it. Do y'all really realize what a bank is, what it really is? A bank survives off of debt. It takes your money and lends it out to rich folks or people and they lend some of it out to people who are credit worthy. But most of the bulk of the money is lent out to people who already have money. That's the game. And they take that money, they don't have to pay taxes on that money that they're getting, and they buy assets. They buy houses and property and stuff like that. Whereas regular folks take money out to buy cars and build debt, you know, things that really ain't gonna do nothing for them in the long term. You see, goes back to saying, who is your friends? Because most people have friends and they listen to these friends. Even if they're not being told directly, they hang out with people and they end up flowing in the energy of those friends. Look around you. Most of the people who have 401ks, they all in certain levels, right? You got people in the middle class, what they call the middle class. I don't call it middle class. It's either you have or you don't. Meaning, if I got to get up every day, and if I lose my job and I'm gonna get foreclosed on, then I'm basically broke. That's not that okay. You might be doing okay now, but you lose that job. What will happen? Oh, you might have 6 months, a year worth of money saved up, but if you don't have the ingenuity and you didn't study to get yourself back on your feet, or if someone doesn't want to hire you, you're in trouble. So if you lose your job, it's dependent on someone liking you and hiring you. See, if that's your friend, those ideas, you're a friend to those type of ideas. And what I was about to say was, if you look at your situation really closely, most of the people that you know, that you associate with, that you hang out with, they pretty much in the same situation you are. Maybe a little better, maybe a little worse, but they pretty much in that window of where you are, this box. Like I was watching Cap Rock, the kid was interviewing him, and he was like, the way he was asking these questions, he was like, who the F are your friends? He didn't say F, he used that word. He said, who are your friends? See, my friends are other rich folks. And we share ideas. We build. We get money, and we add on. He said, well, how many properties do you have? So I stopped counting. I don't know. See, the problem we have in this society, most people, friends, are not thinking like that. Or they think that's too much. It's too much work involved in that. Yeah, I realize that just on a world perspective, 20% of the world's 20% of the world owns 80% of the wealth. But in this country, 10% owns 90%. So that means there's a theory, I forgot what it's called, that if you have 10 people working together, You're going to get most of the output from 2 people. So 2 people is going to make 80% of the production in any situation. Because those are the ones who are willing to work hard to make it happen. The other 8 is just going to cruise by and do just enough. Why do most people operate like that? Just cruising by and just get enough, because they're burnt out. They went to school and took all these tests. Now they got a job. They got to come in. So they just do enough what the job pays them. That's it. And plus the job don't appreciate them. So why do I do more or less? And these people will stay in the same position for the most part of their life. They might get bumped up here and there. Because to operate a high earning level, it's work. It's not the same work as manual labor and things like that. It's the work is studying and keeping yourself in tune with where the money flows. That's the work. It's not labor. It's mental. It's keeping yourself sharp, reading, keeping up with what's going on in the flow and currency of money. So most people are not doing that. Their friend is, I'm going to the movies tonight. I'm going to watch a movie. I'm going to listen to this. I'm going to go to this concert. I'm going to go here. I'm going to go there. That's what most people are friendly with. They're not friends with hard work and let me read this that can help me be financially literate. Or let me read on how to start this company so I can create me a multi-million-dollar business. They don't oh no, that's too much work. But if you take the hour and a half, 2 hours that you could watch a movie and just listen carefully. If you just did that, average movie is an hour and 45 minutes, right? Hour out of 45 minutes. Now they're making them a lot longer. Why? Because they want to keep you mesmerized a lot longer now. Hour and 45 minutes. But if you just take 20 minutes, just 20 minutes of that same time away from the movie and read on something that can educate you on how to become financially independent from a job, that will make a huge difference in your life. And you do that every day. Just take 20 minutes. I ain't gonna kill you. Say, I'm not gonna suggest something I know that's impossible. Oh, take an hour. No, just take 20 minutes and read on something that could financially change your life. Or it might not be finances you want. Maybe it's something else. Learning how to play an instrument. My teachers always tell me 15, 20 minutes a session. But usually I go now. I used to do the 15 minutes. Now I go longer because I get into it. So I'm not saying totally cut out what you're doing. You should. My suggestion is shut it down. If you having money problems, you ain't got time to watch a movie. You ain't got time for that. If you say you want a business that's not where it's at, you don't have time for the extra stuff. But knowing how people are, here's the concession. All right, just take 20 minutes, and that should put you on the path to where you want to be. Because what'll happen is, once you catch on and you start reading that 20 minutes a day, it becomes a habit. Then then watching those movies won't become as interesting as they used to be. Because you be looking at a lot of this stuff is pointless that I'm doing. It's not pushing me in any direction, but making these people rich. And I'm wasting my days away. Who are your friends? You ask yourself, what am I friendly with? The conversations I'm having with people, what are they about? I know some people, can't talk about money all the time. I believe you can. I think the more you talk about money in a proper and positive way, you'll have more of it. Think about it. Think about the things you talk about. People just watch the internet. People talk about chaos and watch chaos all the time. And you look at their life, that's what they get, because that's what their mind is feeding. They're feeding their mind. So if I talk about money, hey, get money, making money, doing this and that, I make money. Same thing like with our trucking company. Every month we have shown an increase since we took over the wheel of our own dispatching. Got more hands on. Every month over month, there's been growth. So when I say it's going to be a multi-million-dollar company, looking at the way we're going, by the time this time next year, this will be a probably $1.5 million company if the growth stays on track. Right. So had I given up 4 months ago, 5 months ago maybe, I wouldn't even seen that. I just tracked the numbers today. I looked at the numbers. Oh, wow. Okay, we're doing this. So 1 year from there, if we stay on course and keep consistent with what we're doing, 1.5 million is what this company will look like. And that's with the current trucks that we have. That doesn't count the trucks that we plan on adding. So what happened there? I'll just tell you what my day is like. My day is I get up, I walk my dog, I get on that load board, find loads for the trucks. Ahmed does the same thing. And we look into the next day for the trucks. It's a constant investment of my time. Every day. Eventually we're going to get someone who can handle that full time for us. But right now, this is where we are. We have to hire. I was just thinking, I'm not going to hire anybody that's already in the business or even knows about the business. I'm going to hire someone that I can train and let them do it. This way they don't have any preconceived ideas. They can follow my script. See? But that comes from, how does that happen? That didn't happen by chance. It came from practice. That came from consistency, learning and adapting. I'm right now on my third software to try to make the company more efficient. I found another company I think will be really take us to the next level and make it really efficient and cut down some of our tasks. But my friend is knowledge, learning. That's my friend. I spend the large majority of my day alone. Well, my dog's here. Working on building my business. That's what my day is like. And then building this, what I've already built. Did some of my hindsight radio stuff lack? Is suffering a little bit? Yes, but that's not for long. If you want to build something productive, something positive, you got to get rid of some of those bad friends. And some of y'all bad friends is just simply laziness. Some of y'all friends with inconsistency. Some of y'all are friends with just not keeping your word to yourself. Some of y'all friends with fear. Some of y'all friends with family members that don't support you, and y'all want to hang out and be at the barbecue with them all the time, or be at the house chit-chatting with them. Robert Kiyosaki says he don't hang out with employees. He hires them, but he don't hang out with them. He says they're good people, but no, it's not a productive relationship. See, as you get older, you start to realize you want to forge friendships that are productive, that has a point to it. The days of casually just hanging out, that's over for me. You see? I mean, just to add on, just like with the business, right now, on my books, right now, to loads that we have, from all of the patience and the hard work of getting loads, now the calls are coming in. Hey, can you do this load? So we have loads already scheduled out next week. And so now what it is I have to learn how to fit loads in around the loads that we get, instead of having starting from zero every day. See how when you invest time, it starts to pay off. When you put so much out there, it starts to come back at you. Okay, the American National Trucking, they get it done. Let's call them. I get text messages pretty much every day, or even phone calls. Now some of them I just can't take. But guess what's going to happen? I'm going to get to the point where I won't have to make a phone call. We just sit back and wait for the phone calls to come in. Hey, we got a load over here. That's where it's going. That's where it's headed. With the phone call, we just sit back and accept loads. We ain't got to go asking for loads. I'm not saying this to brag. I'm just saying, y'all heard how I was talking 4 or 5 months ago. Now you hear how I'm talking now. What happened between that point and this point? Incremental, small progress. That means doing the same thing every day and just getting better at it. That's it. Doing the same thing that's why I said just read 20 minutes a day, because I guarantee you, if you read something productive 20 minutes every day, you will get sick of watching what you've been watching. You want to get rid of that friend and get with the knowledge friend. I want to be friends with knowledge. I want to seek more information, because your mind, do y'all realize you were born to absorb information? You're absorbing information all the time. Now, the problem is most people are just letting their mind be freelancers, meaning their mind could just wander and roam like a dog off a leash, reacting and acting on any little thing that comes, stimulus that come through that head. That's why the Christ mind got to take over. You have to be born again into the spirit to say, okay, I'm going to take over this mind and become possessed with Christ consciousness. This way I can direct the traffic. But how do you get there? Consistency. You got to cut off those friends. You got to cut them off. All those bad associations you got, which are the bad habits that you have developed over the years, gotta let it go. Some of these mental friends and some of these physical friends. And when you really think about it, all of it's mental. The friends people that you hang out with, it's mental. It's all mental stimuli. I like hanging out with that person. Have you ever asked yourself why you like hanging out with someone? Have you really asked yourself, why are you hanging out with this person? Some of y'all hang with people that you really don't want to hang out, but you're only going out just to get out of the house because it's something different. I don't really want to do this. But you do it anyway because it gets you out of the house. Something different. I'll hear something different. Instead of going hanging out with somebody else, just go somewhere by yourself. Go off somewhere and just meditate. You can create everything in your meditations. I realized that we could play with our lives, this life that we've been given, all we want to. But this life, this existence, if we look at it for what it really is, there's an expiration date to it. Sooner or later, you're gonna have to go back to pure consciousness, to your real, who you really are. You're gonna come back into yourself. But you were here to learn something. You were here to make something. You was here to create something. What are you creating? You wasn't here to be in this slave system, this slave matrix that they designed for us to be distracted by. These public school systems was the worst things we could have did to ourselves and our children. It was the worst thing, because it was there that we allowed ourselves to be indoctrinated. We allowed our children to be indoctrinated, become slaves. Do y'all realize that the school system is not low-key Nazis, Marxists? Y'all realize that? Because all school teaches you how to do is go work for somebody so that your paycheck can be divided up and given to someone else. And you get the scraps, what's left over. But it was given to you under the illusion of choice, of it's a good thing for you. Yeah. It was given to you as if the best thing happened. Then you see your friends happy on graduation day. Like, oh, I did it. I accomplished something. Yeah, you did. You accomplished something. You walked out of one frying pan right into the fire. Yeah. I get to go work for somebody. Yay. They get to tell me to get up at 9 and go get off at 5, and they get to tell me stuff. And they give me the little check every 2 weeks, sometimes a month. I get this check and I give them all my time for credit. And then guess what? Before I get the check, they done divided it up to all these funny names. That's the nonsense that we got poured into. We thought we was walking around with our chests out. Yeah, I'm good. I got it going on. And the people are up there with all the bread, making things happen, sitting up there. Hey, somebody got to be down there and do it. I'm not going to be. But they want to be worker bees. Let them be. See, I'm just being honest. I know some of y'all don't really accept that. I got a job. Why you always coming down on my job? No, what I'm coming down on is the idea that you really think that that's really living. It's not. It's not. You wasn't born to be somebody's slave. None of us was. I understand you're caught up in a situation. Do you realize these jobs is just given to you to distract you from who you really are? It's a distraction. And I'm here to say, get out. Get out of that. By any means, do what you got to do and start making that bread so that you don't have to worry about it. First of all, paper money ain't money anyway. It's fake. It's trash. And all that, that's what, remember, I kind of stopped going where I was going with the bank to get back on track. But let me go here. Let me finish what I'm telling y'all about the bank and what their real thing is. Do you realize a bank doesn't exist without you putting money in it? They don't have any money. Their banks are broke. By definition, they are broke. They take your money and they lend it out. And the government allows them to fractionalize it and keep giving it. The bank job is to take money and give it away. Now, if you understand that concept, you can become very rich and wealthy. If you understand that. So that means you're supposed to be going to get that money and doing something with it. Because they got to give it out. Yeah, they give you the regular folks, oh, your credit score ain't good. So we're going to do this, we're going to do that. You can't get this and you can't get that. But they ain't telling that to businesses. They didn't tell that to me when I went to go get my truck for my company. They didn't say that to me. The first gas card we got, I just used my DUNS number. We ain't had no history on that. $8,000 credit. Why is businesses able to get money you can't get as an individual? That's what y'all need to be asking yourself. But the reason why businesses can get money you can't get, because a business is designed to flow millions of dollars through it. And guess what? They want the business to create more slaves. So they are incentivized by getting money from wherever to create more slaves for the system. That's what businesses are for. And that's why they get the money. And that's the only way the system works. You create a business and bring me your slaves. When I say slave, aka W-2 employees. That's why they get the money. That's the sole reason why they get it. They keep the 80% who they know is going to want to work for somebody employed. See, you as an individual, you ain't employing nobody. Why am I giving you money? And if I give it to you, I'm going to give it to you at a high interest rate. I'm going to make you pay. I'm going to give you that 30-year mortgage and have you paying it till the day you die. Then when you don't pay it, I'm going to come and take it from you. See, the people, that 20% I'm talking about and 10% in this country, they're not buying houses in their name. They're buying property in entities, trust, and they're not paying taxes. That's the other. Remember what I told you? I taught this a long time ago. Companies are incentivized by having W-2 employees because they can take the money out of your check and keep it for 1 year before they give it to the IRS and do what they need with it. See, that's the name of the game. And that's why the educational system is there. The educational system is only there to educate you on how to get a job. That's the sole reason why it's there. That's its purpose. Come here so I can teach you how to go work for somebody else, and nothing more and nothing less. And I'm going to give you all the people that's going to teach you, because they employees just like you going to be. They going to teach you how to go get that check. Y'all know I've been in college. They said, yeah, this profession pays this, and it's 100,000 people going for that one job. I always thought those numbers was crazy. Like, I'm sitting here paying this money to learn to go fight with thousands of people to get this one position. See the distraction they got people under? It's madness. It is total madness that you put people in position to get all of this into all of this debt with student loans, to only go and compete with thousands of people just to get one job. And because school is so test driven, it feels normal to have to compete with everybody with another job. Because why? What did you do? You would take that's what the tests are for, to get you prepared to go fight and struggle to get one job that thousands of people are trying to compete for. That y'all don't see it now? I just woke you up like, oh shoot, that's that. He got a point. Did I just? That's what they're teaching. They're training you how to fight for one job when you don't need. When God said you ain't got to fight for no job, He said what? Have dominion over all things. Having a job is not having a dominion over all things. Having a job, because most people, let's keep it real, most people are having these jobs because it makes you a responsible adult. You look responsible to the 80% that are broke. And that's the key. You are too busy trying to look good to the people that are broke that you're not paying attention to the people that are not broke and trying to do what they do. See, what they do looks absolutely insane to the regular folks. And that's why they will always be there and then the other ones will be over there, because mindset. Yo, just realize you've been played, you've been hustled, you've been sold. Listen, and Robert Kiyosaki was saying, man, I flunked out. I don't care about no school. Yeah, I hire people with MBAs, and he said that I hire stupid people with MBAs. This is exactly what this man said. Wealthy, very wealthy man. He said, yeah, I hired them because they went to school to learn all that stuff. I don't have to learn all that. I just sit there and pay them to do it. I had a millionaire tell me that years ago. He was like, why should I get a degree when I can go pay these people who paid all that money to do exactly what I needed them to do? Yeah, he said, I pay them well, but they're not going to have what I have or live like I have. See, that's what you got to be. You got to be in the background. You got to be the director. And you're paying folks to make you rich. Akeem, you're always talking about money. Yes, I do. I'm sorry. That's just it. I talk about money all the time. Yes. Because everything I do costs money all the time. The way money is always circulating around me, above me, sideways, everywhere. Where I look, the lights I'm burning, this computer, money. All this costs money. This, for me to broadcast this, the equipment that I got here, it's money. Money circulated in order to get this. And I suggest you start talking a lot about money if you want a lot of it. You want to talk about it so much people get tired of you hearing it. See, only the broke will get mad at you for talking about money all the time. You're not going to hear a wealthy person mad at you when you talk about making some money and some ideas and stuff like that. Listen, do y'all realize that the very wealthy, listen carefully, the very wealthy get a lot of their business ideas from the people that are not wealthy. They hear them. Like, for instance, Amazon, they whole logistics thing with their how they move things around now, that came from a guy sued them for that whole idea. It was sued. I don't know how that suit worked out, but coincidentally they went to this whole logistics where you can get stuff the same day. All of a sudden, I'll tell you, it was back in 2017, 2018, when they all of a sudden they just blew up and started, you getting things same day and stuff like that. It came from an idea of somebody who didn't have it all, who was building. You see? They pay attention. Because see, a lot of y'all have $1 million ideas, but y'all tell the wrong people for number one. And you don't try to execute it. You let other people's execute. See, me, I hear people talking to me all the time, and I hear opportunities coming out of their mouth. And that then where I make a mistake, now I think it's a mistake. Now I won't probably do it anymore too much unless I'm invited to do it. I try to encourage them to take that and turn it into a business, because they mostly don't listen to me. So I said, well, they put the idea out there. Let me go do it now. I'll do the idea. I'll make it happen. Yeah, maybe I'll do that, since the idea is a gift. God gave out the gift, and they want to waste it. I ain't gonna let them waste it. If it's something within what I want to do, I'll just do it. See? Everybody got talents. Everybody got good ideas. But not everybody's going to work for it or execute it. So that's why that 10%, that 20% will hear you talking and take it and use it, because they have the means and the money to make it happen. Maybe they didn't include you in it, not because they stole the idea. It's that because you wasn't serious enough about the idea. Because if you were serious enough about the idea, you'd be moving in it, not just be talking about it. Back to the banks. Banks are broke. They get all of their power from what you give them. And most of the people that's giving them all of the money, because rich people ain't keeping their money in the bank like that. And if the money they have in there is what? Lines of credits and stuff like that. But what I'm saying is, all of the millions of, is 80% of people who work are putting billions of dollars into the bank daily through direct deposits and stuff like that. And they taking all the regular folk money and giving it away to rich folks so that they can keep building their empires. The biggest scam they played on people: you need a bank. Here, take this bank. We take this bank, and we gonna charge you a fee if you do this. Charge you a fee for that. This and that. Wait a minute. I ain't just giving people my money directly. But no, they make it convenient. Let's electronically do it. Let's do that. This, that, and the other. It's a scam, y'all. What people saying. Let's go back. Karen Corinne says, so true. Let go of so many people that you can count, my friends. People that you can count, my friends, on one hand. Yep. That's what happens. DJ B said, you're bad. Facts are facts. He said, as they say, your job pays you just enough for you to forget about your dreams. That's exactly what happens. LV Love says peace. And I'm trying to make 26 years driving these trucks pay off, then I'm out. Cool. Yeah, our next move is gonna put some tractors on the road. That's the next thing. And here's the thing, I don't really know. I'll be honest. I'm like, I want to do it, but I really don't have I have an idea. The idea is there, and I'll just let God bring everything together. Boom, the opportunity will be there, just like the other opportunities just showed up. And when I saw it, I jumped on it. He said, that's why I'm coming to you once my check hit from Sharon. Okay, I'll see you. Circulate some of that money. Thank you. Everything costs something. Yes, it does. You're paying for everything. You're paying the results of your life, and where you are right now is the payment, the recompense of the result of all of how you thought before. That's your payment. You want a better pay? You want things to look better? You got to change the way you're thinking. It's that simple. You ain't liking something about your life, it's just as simple as changing your mind. Don't blame it on them and that and others. Blame it on yourself for accepting less than what you deserve out of life. And see, a lot of you accepted bad thinking. Yeah, that's not what you deserve. Don't accept that. And it's just simply changing your mind. And I realize how bad some people's minds are, because you could talk to them, no, and they fight you. They still holding on to that. They too afraid to let go of those ideas. All right, people. I hope y'all got something out of what I said. Just reminder, where is it? The webinar for this weekend is right there. Go to akimel.com and sign up. You'll get the link to the class the morning of the event. All right. The ancestors tell me to shut it down. I done gave y'all enough information. Hey, hit the like, subscribe button, share, keep sharing this information, because people need to realize what they really caught up in. What they think is, they done flipped it on its head. They done flipped everything on us. And we have to realize that we've been bamboozled, period. All right? That's all we got to do. We just got to realize we've been bamboozled. So with that being said, peace, prosperity, and extreme wealth to all. Have a good one. Peace. Listen, I know you guys are wanting to do big things, but in order to do big things, you must meet big challenges. See, you have to understand that. If you're not being challenged, if you're not meeting big challenges, then you're not doing big things. And one of the biggest challenges is your drive to be successful and be consistent, and turn off the TV, turn off social media, and focus on your goals. Focus on your wealth, your prosperity.